All right, one, shalom. I want to give all praises to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, or Jehovah in the English, through His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah, the Hamashiach, man. So I got a lesson for edification, not for these stanker-lights and these wicked women that's blocking the scriptures. All right, just simply blocking common sense, blocking the scriptures, focusing on limitations and false narratives all day in a wicked way. So let's get to the point, beloveds, because I got about 28 minutes or 26 minutes. We got Judith 8, go to 5, all right, go to 4. So Judith was a widow in her house 3 years and 4 months, all right, and she made her a tent upon the top of her house and put on sackcloth upon her loins, right, and wear her widow's apparel, because her husband Manasseh died in verse 2. All right, and Manasseh in verse 2 was her husband of her tribe and kindred, who died in the barley harvest. All right, Judith 8, go to 6. So we don't have to keep explaining, beloveds, how our foremothers were already on point. All right, well, a lot of brothers in IUIC, GMS, ISUPK, GOCC, and the churches, a lot of people, they'll read these scriptures, look back into the world, and get discouraged instead of just simply focusing on edification and context. And she fasted all the days of her widowhood, save or except the eves of the Sabbaths, right? And the Sabbaths, right? So the day before the day of rest and the Sabbaths, not Saturday, Sunday. There's no Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Y'all shall in Milwaukee and 1,000 people in the month of Bib or Adar. Stop arguing over these simple topics. And the new moons and the feast and solemn days of the house of Yasha'Allah, Israel. Judith 8 and 7 for the Shawties, all right? The coldest of the coldest. That's it. All right? Sweet, harmonious aspiration. Dope, wonderful, trustful, youthful. We're talking about the goddesses. All right? The cold ones. Legacy. She was also of a goodly countenance. What? She was also of a goodly countenance and very beautiful to behold. What? Very beautiful to behold. All right, so our foremothers were not looking any kind of way, and they already had the code of spirit. Y'all come from Freemason, Islam, control, ugly, slave-minded, color purple, just the whole shit, man. SHIT or dung. And very beautiful to behold. They didn't have to go into a million lectures like IUICs and bro, like before you get your foot in the door, it's a million contaminated people ruining Booty Island, including women. Everybody immature and hypocritical, but y'all don't say nothing to these college kids clapping cheeks in the dorm room, bro. Coming up with false doctrines and making everything difficult and complicated. And her husband Manasseh had left her gold and silver and men servants and maid servants, because remember, the Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in this time, he blessed us with the abundance of everything, so we didn't have to worry about resources in a carnal way, all these beautiful things. But the point is beauty and righteousness. I'm gonna title this video "The Overcomplicated Demon in the Black Community and the Israelite Community, and cattle and lands, and she remained upon them. There was none that gave her an ill word, as she feared God Yahweh greatly." Okay, so what's understood don't got to be said. A lot of these sisters, they only gloat for putting on clothes. That, like, there's nothing. They think that brothers like me, whoever, are at the starting line. It's like, bro, this is completely normal. Y'all are pretty much Sadducees and Pharisees. Brothers, in all humility, don't need lectures on shawties or queens because they're already at the finish line. All right. So let's get to the point in edification. All right. You get Judith 9. Okay. Because Judith was praying to Abba in his time. So Judith 10, go to 3. Because they'll use Timothy. Brother, see, Timothy said, adorn yourself in modest apparel, not with broided hair or costly array. Not understanding, the beloved Timothy was saying, adorn yourself in your spirit first. He didn't say it was a sin to be sexy and beautiful. He didn't say it was a sin or transgressing the commandments to have broided hair or earrings. Apostle Paul said what? The transgression of the law is sin. You can't find a law for you, Sakari, all you damn hypocrites talking about earrings and head wraps, and when there's anklets, earrings, jewelry, big booties, and sex all in the old covenant. What are y'all talking about? That's called manipulation and Freemasonry, bro. That's not gloss. That's not glot. That's none of that. Y'all some bunch of street niggas and wicked women and warlocks. You white supremacists too. Ain't nobody, all y'all, like, delete yourself. Judith 10 and 3. And pulled off the sackcloth which she had on, and put off the garments of her widowhood. Because she didn't have a husband. He was actually dead. And washed her body all over with water. And what I'm always saying, washing beautiful booties, man. Women hear that, oh, he objectifying, ugly ass mind, like just ugly ass mind. What's how you said it? Well, how about this? How about I just read? How about you? All right, get out, man. No Gen Xers and boomers allowed and weirdos, bro. Y'all hold me back. Y'all are demons, man. Back to the shawty out. And anointed herself with precious ointment. And braided the hair of her head. Nah, it's a white woman. And braided the hair of her head. Nah, that's ghetto. Mad bus driver. And braided the hair of her head. And put on a tire upon it. Right? A mitri. And put on her garments of gladness. So she had style, bro. Y'all keep shitting on our foremothers because y'all envy white people. You envy wicked people, man. Y'all not the example. Wherewith she was clad during the life of Manasseh, her husband. And she took sandals upon her feet and put about her bracelets and her chains. What? And her earrings. And her earrings. What? Not as ghetto hoops, right? And her earrings and all her ornaments, and decked herself bravely, right? To allure. How do you allure somebody? You seduce them. The eyes of all men that should see her. So she already came through stepping. She was already in the commandments. All right. So using one of the Libran twins as an example in this modern era, and this is just to cut the complicated lights. And I'm talking to the entire world because y'all are not proactive in creating legacies, bro. Like, I know all y'all not into sports, but like, bro, if y'all really was in the lab, y'all would understand exactly everything that I'm saying. Like, from y'all mindset to standards, bro. Like, oh, go be distracted by gender wars. Be distracted by white women. That's not attractive. Go be distracted by people who don't believe. Go be distracted by religions. Go be distracted by imagery. It's like, bro, get out the way, man. Judith 10 and 7. Right? These are the other nations, the heathens. Thus they went forth to the gate of the city of Bethulia, and found standing there Ozias, and the ancients of the city, Charbris and Charmis. Okay? Because what Israel do, they'll ruin something before you get your foot in the door and try to pray in front of Hamashiach like he didn't see you ruin that. But anyways, and when they saw her, that her countenance was altered. Nah, brother, witchcraft. And you need a lecture, even though you're a grown-ass man, you got a penis in between your legs, you need a lecture. It's like, bruh, everybody got something to say, but nobody's, you ain't finna lend $1,000. And it's like, bruh, stop it. Stop it. And her apparel was changed. They wondered at her beauty very greatly. They wondered at her beauty. See, very basic stuff. If you're not a ladies' man, bro, like if you're not a man of beauty, see, the real man, bro, we already understand we at point 10 million. You know, because we like succulent things. We know the enemy gonna be destroyed, but see, y'all want everything rough and militant. Y'all attracted to masculine ass linebackers and Ray Lewis linebackers or cornballs. All right. Now the God of our fathers, give thee favor and accomplish thine enterprises to the glory of the children of Yasharallah Israel, and to the exaltation of Jerusalem. Then they worship Yahweh, God, or Jehovah. See that? So Judah 10, when you go to 11 or 12, Salakia, and took her and asked her, of what people art thou, and whence comest thou? Where you come from, and what's your nationality? And whither goest thou? And she said, I am a woman of the Hebrews, right? The Hebrews, and am fled from them, for they shall be given to you to be consumed. See, they love the white man. Let's be a loser and just die. It's like, bruh, oh my God, man. Y'all are draining, man. Judith 10 and 14, back to Shadi Island. Now when the men heard her words and beheld her countenance, they wondered greatly at her beauty. See? No, the Lord, it say don't trust after her beauty. That's talking about a harlot. Brother, what that got to do with salvation? Let's keep rambling. All goddamn day, man. New covenant niggas, everybody, bro. Like, what the hell? What are y'all doing, bro? Rambling, just a bunch of barbarians and weirdos, man. Judah 10 and 19, man. And they wondered at her beauty and admired the children of Israel. Not the Hamites. The children of Israel. Nah, Lord, this brother young, and let me get in his way and put him in a prison and drag him down to hell. No, and the children of Israel, because of her, man. Our queens, our shawties are so cold, the other nations had to stop and look. That's why they're trying to deprive you of enjoying your own woman. And you brothers that's focusing on that, do y'all not understand? They're going to lose in the end. But I'm being so serious. Y'all make my brain hurt, bro. Like, y'all focus on negative shit all the time, man. No wins, no booty island, no love, no righteous sex. Just nothing to point B to the trophies. Everything is like, brother, we don't believe in it, so you shouldn't believe in it. Nah, bro. That go for the other nations too. Everybody getting their head bust, man. Cause y'all ruined it, bro. All this jumping back and forth and confusion, nah, man. It's smooth and sexy, bro. In the commandments, it's seasoned, bro. That's very easy. Who would despise this people that have among them such women? Surely it is not good that one man of them, right, one man of them be left, who being let go might deceive the whole earth. So even in Assyrian captivity, the Lord, he been made them cold. Okay, real simple. Watch this. So even in Deuteronomy 28 and 56, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, right? So let's pause. The Lord already told you originally, right? The code is exquisite, succulent shawties, right? They were already dainty and delicate, luxurious. We know in Song of Solomon, she had a snatched waist with a fat ass. All right? A delicate woman. What does it mean to be tender? It says gentle words. They were gentle. And they were also tender and delicate of flesh. Weak of heart, timid. They were shawties, okay? Clearly. So, even in the first 14 verses, he said what? And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. See that? So you stay on the righteous path of the exquisiteness. All right? For you limitators, okay? Here we go. Song of Solomon 7:1. How beautiful are your sandaled feet, O queenly maiden. Your rounded thighs, right, are like jewels, the work of a skilled craftsman. See that? Your rounded thighs. The curves, not skinny mini for the entire world. The curving, not obese. The curving. Why we got to explain this to you, other nations? Okay? Very easy. All right? The curves are what? Your thighs, curvy thighs. Okay? Very easy. Nah, brother, you're objectifying in color purple and don't enjoy the vibes. That's new age and think like a white woman. And it's not about race. Shut the hell up, man. Anyway, loins as the seat of procreative power. In the Hebrew, Chaldee lexicon, the thighs are the buttocks. That's in the Bible. Nah, that's just there for no reason. Let's complicate it. Even though we all married, and even though while I'm getting mine, let's deprive you, K-Camp, head-ass ninjas. Your navel is perfectly formed like a goblet filled with mixed wine, right? Between your thighs lies a mound of wheat bordered with lilies. Your breasts are like two fawns, twin fawns of a gazelle, okay? Your neck is as beautiful as an ivory tower. Your eyes are like the sparkling pools in Heshbon by the gate of Bath Rabbim. Your nose is as fine as the tower of Lebanon, overlooking Damascus. Your head is as majestic as Mount Carmel, and the sheen of your hair radiates royalty. The king is held captive by his tresses. Why you think regular men don't? Athlete, bro, like most of us try to get with athletes, but like, regular common sense, man. Sirach 13:15. Each creature cleaveth to his like. But y'all, you people contaminate yourself. You are slender like a palm tree, so like you. And your breasts are like his clusters of fruit. Real simple. So, very detailed. Even in Song of Solomon 1:5. She said, I am dark but beautiful. What? I am dark but beautiful. Right? She said, darken my skin. Darken my skin. Oh, that's a curse of him. White supremacist, Mormon. Darken my skin. For you damn liars and manipulators ruining Booty Island. And you weirdos. Okay? That's why the Lord talks about conjugal duties. He talks about enticing a maid. Paul talks about loving your wife and vice versa. So we know the prophecies, bro. We know a lot of this stuff in the context. But this was a lesson going into what? The goddesses, man. And the foremothers. They been beautiful. Again, they are the reflection of the Elohim. Clearly. The gods and goddesses, man. With that being said, I'm gonna vibe out. Don't think from me. With that being said, peace and blessings and shalom.